Welcome back to my channel and another reaction video. This time I'll be continuing the Shogun series. This is season 1, episode 6.
こちらがマリコ殿じゃ。そしてマリコ殿の父上、明智。
I wasn't expecting a childhood backstories, but yeah, I suppose we're getting the story of her father, how everything went through.
父上はそなたを大事に思っておるのじゃ。では何故私を追い出
Wasn't casting her away. I'm sure he knew what would happen, so this was his way of saving her. Which is something she doesn't, exactly value. I don't know, I could be completely wrong.
使命は受け継がれるもの。
So is this entire episode gonna be a backstory? I don't know, I'm down for that. Even though, let's face it, last episode was pretty damn intense, so I don't know.
わしの命を救うてくれた。こたびで2度目じゃ。安心。東水軍の大将に任じ、大砲隊の大将も兼ねてもらうことと。
Damn.
and general of the cannon regiment.
That is quite the status upgrade. I wonder how. I mean, we already see a little bit of angry glances from others. So. How much of a force did he lose, I wonder? I predicted that 1,000, so shit.
さらに悪い知らせも。
Oh, okay, no.
かようなことで石道勢に対し出来を弾む。
殿のお顔に泥を塗る。ありませぬ。
わしではない。その方の家中。わしの申し付けに従うておるだけじゃ。そなたには欠けた資質じゃな。よいか。マリコに近づくことまかりなら。
A lord can do that. Don't see your wife for this and this long. How long until these two are? I don't know, I feel like there's gonna be a fight. I could be completely wrong. A lot of my predictions seem to go wrong when it comes to this show. Which is actually, I do enjoy.
And its accompanying power, which will ultimately be brandished against him and his country.
It is not in our lord's interest.
I'm sorry, were you going to translate?
As he is conflicted.
安仁様は黒船を攻めたいと申しておられまする。He says that the Portuguese are a friendly nation, and he would never attack their vessel.
あれの頭が冷えるよう一晩茶屋で遊ばせる膳立てを頼む。安心の友もいたせ。安心が枕を交わしながら話す折に入りようじゃ。
What the hell is going on? This is in the past. Ooh.
人が大老衆を人質に取ったのでござる。大老衆は皆ご家族ともども。
No, it is happening right now.
At the gates. This is even worse than we thought.
What has happened, Eminence? This is her doing.
The Lady Ochiva?
It has accelerated since her return.
That woman has no such power.
She clearly does. I like the outfits, and those masks are pretty damn dope.
そうなれば、指導様も人質を解放するはずじゃ。
Will he though? Can we trust?
常に人質のようなものじゃぞ。
Damn, he should have might have made a mistake. So how bad's the infighting between these folk gonna get?
滅ぼすのじゃ。さすれば我らはそになろう。
Yeah, why is she? Why does she hate Toranaga so much? I'm feeling we saw something and completely missed it or.
先祖代々の意向を取り返し将軍におなりくだされ。父上は戦では負け知らず。
これはわし
後天をいたさん。
I'm betting we're gonna get the Crimson Sky. Things are gonna be a little more desperate.
無策を進言せよ。
But yeah, Anjin did mention that they could blast the gates of Osaka and I'm betting that's gonna happen. Things, yeah, whatever.
結構な式でございますこと。あいにく大したものではついてお聞き及びかどうか存じませぬが、並の友情屋とは違うということはご承知を。してもうちのような茶屋はございませぬ。うちの子たちは皆一流の。
Okay.
200問目でようございましょうな。
ということはあなた様もご必死だ。あなた様と安心様は片時も離れるな。
Jesus. Oh shit.
ではあなた様にもうちの茶屋をお楽しみ。
Okay, things are gonna get really freaky.
Does Toranaga summon her about?
There is nothing to know.
I think everybody knows or at least suspects that's why this whole thing is going through. It will be so damn awkward. I mean, I'm awkward already watching this, but yeah.
いかがでございまするか。
Why not?
How drunk is he gonna get?
Empty space and its symbols.
He has no idea what's going on.
I ask you into my openness. I ask. 一つになってください。
Okay, the courtesan knows what she's doing. Oh shit. Wrong time to having flashback. That's quite the scene, but it's also really awkward, so all I could think of was, you know, dumb jokes to try and that's just me. Whenever things go awkward, I whatever. Oh yeah, that was quite the scene. And okay, it was an S. I was expecting it to go full explicit, but no.
奴に贅沢な褒美を使わしてばかりじゃ。
天が奴に味方しておる。
She is honored.
Her gaze is quite telling at this moment. But I feel like everyone's watching these two to see their reaction. And he doesn't like his, well, Kiko isn't exactly his girl, but still.
戦議は十分尽くされた。伊藤殿はお世継ぎにも大老衆。ご一同、氷結を。
Does someone dare not, you know?
伊藤殿に賛同する。伊藤殿。
No, they're all gonna.
いかがかな、杉山殿。
取り残らず解放されるまで、それがしは票を投じるつもり。において、日の本に忠義を尽くして。
He's calling him out, and that's not gonna end well for him.
かもしれぬ。じゃが、裏で糸をあの男が誰にも見せぬ胸の内も、私には。
That would be quite a plot twist.
ゆえに、えぐり出すことができたのじゃ。
Yeah, she plays the game really well. I don't think they're gonna make it out. Yep. And what they're gonna blame it for? Blame it for some bandits or some such.
大坂から脱出を図り、
Yeah.
賊に切り殺されたのじゃ。間もなくわしは事実無根の
He's on top of things. He knows what their plan is.
好天じゃ。
Okay, then quite a bit of what the force he has left. But I was wrong last episode when the earthquake happened. I predicted that the people would see that as a sign that Toranaga is, you know, unfit and was cursed by the gods or some such, but no. It didn't really surmount too much. I mean, then again, earthquakes in Japan are quite frequent, I'd imagine, and landslides and whatnot, so. But anywho. Yeah, this episode really focuses on Mariko and the other, I forgot her name, but the one that's pulling Isido's strings right now. The focus was on Mariko. The focus was on well, we saw backstory that she and the other one have a past, and they're kind of alluding that there was a hint of romance and such. So that's why the other one hates Toranaga so much and willing to do anything to rid of him. But yeah, Mariko, on the other hand, we know she is quite taken with the Anjin. I forgot his his name as well. Is it Blackthorn or some set? But yeah, that scene where the courtesan was whispering behind the scenes, and Mariko was translating. That was, I don't know, quite the scene. But yeah, it was also very awkward from a viewer's standpoint. But this show doesn't seem like, you know, that it's gonna have your typical anything, you know, your typical romance you're accustomed to seeing in Western shows. So I'm not expecting Mariko and Yachin to end up together, even though they clearly have feelings for one another. I have a bad feeling. I mean, I think it was last episode when Mariko told her husband, asking him permission to die for the same of what his father had done and whatnot, that sooner or later is gonna come into play and Mariko's gonna die. And yeah. Meanwhile, I'm the husband. Toranaga asks the husband to, you know, stay away from your wife for 7 days. I mean, the husband also clearly has feelings, but he just expresses it in all the wrong ways. And yeah, with all the gifts Toranaga is giving the Anjing, there is some envy among the ranks. Sooner or later, someone's gonna betray Toranaga or try to kill the Anjin. But now Crimson Sky is the plan, and they're gonna. I mean, the Anjin did teach them the cannons are quite accurate and they can easily destroy the gates of Osaka, so storming the castle would be somewhat easy. But it's interesting seeing just how big of a deal courtesans were. Well, I don't know how accurately this show portrays them, but if that's the case, interesting to see how much I don't know, value they have. Speak of Willow worlds and such, but and yeah, the Anjin, I mean, he still wants to leave the Japan and is really hesitant about being the general of the cannon regiments and such. But I mean, he's a sailor, so he should be able to do some. But we'll just have to see. This episode was very much, you know, giving a much needed backstory on Mariko and the other one, and yeah, setting up quite the show for later. But yeah, great episode. What do you guys think? Write your thoughts down below. Pinch my comment, like, subscribe if you want, and I will see you in another video.